Hi guys, look, this is progress. You have me and my hands. Hopefully you're going to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, I know you're not going to get much detail from that distance, but I'll put up a couple of stills as well so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to show you how to make these little beads using a plastic bottle and some alcohol inks. So if I just show you what you'll need. Doesn't really matter on the size of the bottle, but the bigger it is, because you very often get these ridges in, like if you were to use a small water bottle, if it's got too many ridges in it, it might not work. So that's just an old lemonade bottle. You might want to use some gloves. I wouldn't normally, but I'm going to do some bookbinding after this, and I've already got some ink around my finger, so I don't want any more. So you need your bottle, gloves if you choose, something to wrap your beads around. So the thickness, it just depends on how big you want the bead hole to be. I'm going for quite chunky because I might use them on some tassels later on. Some tissue, pair of pliers or tweezers, something that you can hold the beads because we're going to heat them, so you need to keep your fingers out of the way. Pair of scissors and some alcohol inks. Alcohol markers would work as well. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is cut some off from the bottle. Now, you may wonder why I'm cutting around rather than up, because obviously if I was to cut strips up like that, they would be flatter. However, I want to use the rest of this for something else that's coming later, so I don't want to cut right into it because I need the diameter of it. So I'm just going to cut down some strips. What I'll do is I'll maybe show you a couple different ones. So I'm going to cut this one, and I know you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing because it's clear plastic. So until we colour it, you can't see it. But I'm cutting that into a long point. And I might do one that's thicker, so it might be easier for you to see. Also cut a bit of a point. Again, my phone was playing up the other day and cutting my videos off part way through, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get through this for you. So I might go a little bit quicker than usual just in case, because I don't want to have to start it again. So gloves on. The alcohol ink does stain your fingers, so like I said, I want to do some clean bookbinding later, so I want to keep my fingers clean. So we're just going to start colouring this up. Now the point, I don't know if you can see it, but the point end is going to be outside of the bead. So colour wise, if you want a variation of colour, I would put a lighter colour on the tip and the darker colour on the back. The colours will intensify as we heat them. So I'm going to start off with a yellow, and I'm just dropping the colour in, and you don't need a huge amount because like I said, it does intensify when we heat it up. I'm going to go with some pink on that end and just start running the two together. Pop a little bit more yellow in there, like that. And then what I'm going to do is, let's not go right to the end with the pink, I'm just going to turn it over on the kitchen roll just to blot some of it off. Like I said, it does intensify, so it does look like I've taken off quite a lot of the colour there, but it does intensify when we heat it. So I'm going to now start from the thick end and wrap it around. I was doing this earlier, I was getting the tips of my gloves trapped in there, so keep it rolling nice and tight, as tightly as you can. Slide it off, and then with your tweezers or hang on. So what I'm doing is I'm trapping the end in there, okay, and I'm getting my heat gun. I might have forgotten to say on the list of things you need heat gun, but you need a heat gun, and I'm putting it up to the hottest setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heating around. You'll see it start to shrink in, and then it will hold its form. So I'm moving it all the way around. Yep, that's holding its form already. So I don't know if you can hear, that's actually hardened up already. So we've got our first bead. So I'm going to do one more. Let's use this one, use some different colours. And I think I forgot to say that I put the colour on the inside when I wrapped it. Then when it heats down, the colour's on the inside and therefore it's not going to scratch off. That's my theory anyway. So let's go with some more yellow. Roll that down, and then I'll go in with a nice turquoise at the other end. Ooh, quite a lot came out there. And just start running it in. So I don't know, depending on how big you did these, you might be able to put some stamping inside as well to get a bit of pattern. That might look quite nice. You probably have to do quite a chunky bead for it to show up, but it might be worth experimenting. Ooh. Okay, blot off the excess, and then this, if I kept going, I might get a nice background tissue that I could put into something with the colour already on there. Right, so wrap this as tightly as I can. Like that. Slide it off, get the pliers in. And I'm turning those right to the edge so I know it's trapped in. So this one's kind of bent into a bit of a funny shape. It might actually be easier if I can find them. Excuse me a second. Round nose. See if that stops it warping. That's enough just to show you. So let's just pop these down here. So you can make up a nice selection of those. Like I said, I will put a couple of stills on because these two here that I did earlier that you're probably not going to be able to see from there, they're actually really pretty.